Mr. Neugebauer, the next question is regarding business. Large companies such as Diebold and FedEx Custom Critical are headquartered in Green. These companies provide a large number of jobs in the city. What is your view on the role of tax abatements as a part of recruiting major employers to locate in our city? Also, how else do we incentivize new large business to come and current ones to stay without creating inequities?
Thank you, Alex. When you're attracting businesses to your community, you have a lot of competition. Sometimes it's within your own county, sometimes it's within the state, sometimes it's national. Quite frankly, these companies know that they can get tax abatements, and they're looking for that as part of their package. That being said, I think tax abatements should be rare, and I think they should be used for very specific purposes when they are used. Here's a criteria that I'll use as mayor. First of all, I would look for the business that's asking for that to be a business in a new economy, basically a high-tech type of firm with high-paying jobs. Jobs that we could offer our young as they get out of college and come back to our community. Those are the criteria I would use for that. And once again, I do think it's a detriment to other business owners. I think at some point everybody wants the benefit, and it's not healthy for our income tax revenues to overextend those. However, we do have other incentives to our city, and first of all, let's just say that Green's a great place, and so many people have come here because of that, and that's a huge incentive. But we also have TIF agreements that we've used effectively with property owners. And the neat thing about a TIF agreement, it doesn't affect the tax that we bring into the city. A TIF merely affects the difference in property value, and instead of going to some of the county programs, that money is used to fund the infrastructure. And so it's really no impact to our community. So that's one option. And the other option, once again, I say to attract these types of companies that I'm mentioning would be, once again, the housing options. We need to have a stock of housing here that a company of this profile would have, their places would be attracted to and want to come to Green to live. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. France?
In the early part of the city, I can remember being on council, and we had 8 to 10 tax abatements at one time. Now, tax abatements, I think that there's only one that's continuing at this time in the city. The difference is being in a municipality versus a township is that when you give an abatement as a municipality, you're bringing jobs and you're paying people, and they're paying income tax to the city. So you have to look at the abatement, how much the abatement is, how long the abatement is, and the number of jobs and the money that you're going to incur from the income tax from those jobs, and does it make sense or does it equal out to allow that abatement to happen. Again, the City of Green doesn't use abatements very much anymore. TIFs seem to be the thing that we're using, and the TIF money goes back to paying for the infrastructure that needs to go with that business. For instance, putting sidewalks in, widening the road, or the utilities to those businesses. So that makes sense. Again, it's about jobs. If you're bringing quality jobs, if it's a good business that's going to be here, one of the arguments against abatements always was that, well, they'll stay as long as the abatement is, and then they'll be up and gone. Well, you have to look at that business and see if they're a lasting business, if they're sustainable and going to be here. Again, what we provide, the essential services to keep businesses here, essential services, they want to be in a safe community, they want to have good services from fire and EMS, they want the roads clear so their employees can get to and from work every day, and to have a variety of housing choices for their employees.
Thank you for your response. Mr. Neugebauer, you have 20 seconds for your final word.
Alex, I have nothing to add. Thank you.